What you doing? What you doing? Nothing. Bullshitting.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We are. Welcome back to the Unfiltered Reaction Channel. I'm here with my brother Scalp. How you doing, my man?
What's good with your boy?
Nothing much, man. So this is gonna be a fun one today. I got to post like the Jamal one, but we're actually going to go to an album we've been waiting on to kind of go over and kind of review that came out about a little over a month ago. But because of everything with Uvalde and Kendrick and a lot of things dropped, we decided to wait on this one. But I went on to Luminary today. I put in $5, and guess what? Today we're going to listen to the Goodfellas of Blackstar. Yasiin Bey, Talib, Kwali, No Fear of Time. And just to give you an introduction of this before we jump into it, it says, after 24 years, No Fear of Time finally reunites one of the great hip-hop duos of all time. Yasiin Bey and Talib Kweli of Blackstar. Recorded guerrilla style in hotel rooms and dressing rooms around the globe, the 9-track album has a future vibe with a vintage soul fitting for one of the most anticipated releases in a decade. The wait is over. Welcome to Blackstar. So there you go. That's kind of introduction of everything. Before we jump into this, man, what do you guys say to the people about that intro?
I'm so exhausted. After 24 years of waiting on this. I'm gonna have to go to let me go to the store real quick, buy a couple packs of cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Been a long time, man. 24 years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, but it's a good time
24
coming.
years?
24 years. Damn. So it's come out finally.
It's like Kobe, let's run it.
Yeah, it's time to run it. So
what do you think about it, though?
What I think about the intro? I like it, man. The fact that how they recorded it, like you said, you told me about it before. They talked about it on their on Talib Kweli's podcast that he did, and Yasiin Bey came on, talked about how they recorded like in hotels, dressing rooms, and everywhere. It's like, that's interesting. But it's pretty cool. They went back to when you had no production basically value. It's like, we just gonna record what we could record at. Doesn't matter. Even though they probably had tons of money, probably somebody put some money behind it. It's just on those old school feels where we're back to the square one, where we just have to go anywhere and record.
I'm looking for a feeling that I used to have.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get it back.
There you go. So the way we're gonna do this is, first, foremost, been a while since I've done this, but you got hate in your heart, let it out. If you don't like Yasiin Bey / Mostaf or Talib Kweli, Blackstar, it's okay to say you don't like them. But first say you don't like us, and then hit follow, subscribe, click the bell, say you want to follow our tracks more, but then say you hate us. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this. There are 9 tracks. The first one's called OG, So Be It, Sweetheart, Sweet Hard, Sweet Todd. My favorite band. The main thing is to keep the main thing. Yonder's Supreme Alchemy.
Let's go.
Frequency with Black Thought. So Black Thought's in this.
Oh, Lord.
No Fear of Time with Yummy Bigum. Don't know what that is, and that's it. So basically, we're going to do, instead of this each track individually, we're going to do the whole full album experience, which is Luminary gives you the option. They play all 33 minutes of the album together at one time.
So you got 3 of my top 5 in the intro.
There you go.
Okay.
So let me do my sharing here for everybody. So share the screen, share sound, share my screen. Cool. We're good to go. You can see this.
Yes, sir. So
just to give you an idea, that is the cover right there. Let me zoom in a little bit for people who can't see it. That is the cover. So
yeah, I already want that poster right now.
Yeah. There we go. We're going to skip all this other stuff to go to.
How you going to ruin my Christmas gift, bro? Already.
The last one here.
That's messed up.
And here we go. And 3, 2, 1. It's going to go slow. Let's go.
Welcome to the Blackstar. Join pain, coin of the realm, both sides. Racks,
Such powerful current could make tears touch the eyes. Facts. Grace to every morning, God opened up mine and thine. Alhamdulillah. We all on notice that any next moment could be the last time you stand on this side. So that son, you're killing them, but only the phony because the real don't die. On God, all good for all hoods and palaces, poised throughout trying for challenges. Top ranked up, you conquer skank, and the balance don't break.
Yeah.
The parable of the talented, each generation, the wonders and the wealth of all nations. It's really chump change once you take into consideration the living revelation that no soul could escape from. So go on, let us say something. Cause even when it's saying something, they ain't saying much. Refrain from it, thoughts and just pray for them. Stay away from them. Roll through a rise, raise on them. Bang, shine like I'm a bay on them. Still alive from back, cause life is something, life is one. And King said, and even when we die, we will not stay dead. And I said what it says, so there it is.
Ooh.
The light is not afraid of the dark at all. That part, Blackstar. I want to thank you for helping me reach the understanding. The time is relative and the truth is everlasting. I want to thank you for helping me reach the understanding. The time is relative because the truth is everlasting.
Yeah.
That's on God.
Oh.
Blackstar Embassy. Getting paid independent like Cinnamon Nouveau. Like it travels in my journal like Robinson Crusoe. Now I'm the plume, no Daniel Defoe. Encyclopedia, botanical flow. The gravity, the pull of planet straight insanity that busts open your cantaloupe flow. We the lines where the antelope roll. Brooklyn botanical gardens and stick the borders with their hands in their coat. Give up the goods or their hands on your throat. That's all she wrote, but now we walk, right? I'm making it plain and talk to her. Dissecting all the doors of perception to walk through them. They think I'm arguing, I'm not talking to them, I talk through them. Way too many garbage humans, they raw sewage. Ashes, dust. We going bashes and fascists. Them up. It's the parable of the talented. Powerful is the caliber. My birthday is a holiday. Mark it down on your calendars. YouTube, they feeding us through.
It's my birthday too.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
I think Black Dog got the same birthday.
What's that?
I think me, Black Dog and Talib got the same birthday. October
Yeah.
3rd.
Oh, well, there you go. Something happened.
Brooklyn got the best rappers, the captain.
Oh.
No lies detected. You pull it out, you better buy the weapon. Measure influence by the lives affected. Writing records, getting high for breakfast. I crashed for lunch, but I survived the wreckage. By dinner time, it was a lie, cause I received the message. Heeded a lesson, cause I needed a blessing. Gave up the glory, the lies of these, made up a story. Stood up for the people, I ain't wait till they came for me. Solidarity, and that's on God.
I want to thank you for helping me reach the understanding.
Yes.
The time is relative and the truth
Yes, yeah, man. This is where it's at.
thank you for helping me reach the understanding.
Yeah.
It's relative because the truth is everlasting.
So that is the first track, man. First track of them all, OG. Let me, yeah. So I will let you kick it off. Where you want to go from here to start with?
I mean, it was exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was perfect, man. I mean, it was a great intro. I feel like it was like Most Def gave you some old Most Def
Yeah.
a little bit. Talib with Most Def. It's the same motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Like, you can't help it. You can't help it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly what I expected, and it's exactly what I wanted.
Well, you could also
Not
tell.
because I wanted their old shit, just because like they both came with who they are on it. And they gave each other time.
Now they grew also.
They're exactly.
And they did something they did before in the first one also. They changed the beat up when it changed to the artist. Like little subtle things they did the same thing they did before. What's that?
Who produces this?
Let's see if I can find a name on here. Otis France. Produced by, I don't want to say his name wrong, Madlib.
Oh, Madlib?
You know Madlib?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so produced
Yeah,
by
I know
Madlib.
Madlib.
Yeah, so I don't know a lot about that part, the producing game, but yeah.
Okay.
So he produced it, but yeah, man, it's one of those things where
Can I real quick though? Because
Yeah.
I feel like that track, the intro, when Most came in, he reminded me a little bit like of that Common and Kanye to start the show.
Yep.
A little bit like off that vibe. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
And like I know that Talib and Mos Def, Yasiin, I think both of them have always been like, you know, crate diggers, man. Like they're always in there trying to like find a sound. You know what I mean? And like I think the first Blackstar album, there were some crazy sounds on it.
Yeah.
And I can tell like with that crazy sound and that I think this album's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man, of course. Like
it's always some futuristic Finding Forever album cover type shit. And this album cover just told me exactly what I wanted to hear or wanted to see. And that's the first time I've seen it. Yeah. I've been waiting on this shit for 24 years, GT.
Yeah. So let's go back. Like you said, the introduction. So at 356, I know that's what I'll switch it back over to. The introduction. Let's go back to the very beginning. This is basically very Blackstar-ish for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
This is their way.
Yep.
Let's go back. Here we go.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
We all on notice that any next moment could be the last time you stand on this side. So that son, you're killing them, but only the phony because the real don't die. On God, all good for all hoods and palaces poised throughout trying for challenges. Top ranked up, you conquer skank, and the balance don't break for any large, small bank balances. The parable of the talented, each generation, the wonders and the wealth of all nations.
Yeah.
It's really chump change once you take into consideration the living
Yeah.
so could escape from. So go on, let us suck say something. Cause even when it's saying something, they ain't saying much. I refrain from it, so just pray for them. Stay away from them. Roll through a rise, raise on them.
Right here.
Yeah, man. Like that's just one. Yeah, that's just kind of like that. That's a minute 30 seconds of just like it was an intro. Then you can almost tell. That's one thing about Blackstar I appreciate when they're on a track together. You could tell, almost you could tell whose turn is to rap, and as they don't hide the fact that the beat changes subtly, but it may be a little speed up for Talib, a little slower for Most, maybe a little more. Now since Yasiin Bey does a little more of the melodies and harmonizing on this thing, so they may slow it down a little more for him when he wants to do his little singing. So it is the coolest way of a duo putting a group of songs together, which is so interesting to do. No one else does it. Even when you have like Outkast, Earth Gang, all the people who do it, I think their styles are Outkast probably does it now because 3000 different than what he was when he first started. But like Earth Gang, those guys, their styles already kind of match each other. So they don't really say, oh, we'll change it up for this beat. Maybe in the future because they're changing also. But yeah, man, they've always had the style. They've always said, like, slow the beat down, but we'll change it subtly to let you know it's his turn to breathe. Not me gonna come over top of him and say, oh, yeah, I don't hear when Moses rapping, you know, Talib go, voice over like, yeah. He doesn't jump in like and say like his words on top. It's like it's your turn, dog. You rap, you do what you gotta do. So
I mean, it's a true tag team.
Yeah.
Like, you just tag each other in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always perfect, I feel.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna keep this moving. So the next track is So Be It. So once again, before we jump into this, you want to subscribe, click the bell, let us know what you think, put your hate below. We're gonna keep going with it. And here we go. So Be It.
Let's get that Batman beat.
Yeah.
put the blade to a point. It's worldwide currency. It's well coined. It's high fidelity bang. They speak a leak noise. And now they Chuck D level. Y'all at fatigue level. High gun dude. Travel spread love. Beat devils. Walk soft and carry the crow magnum. Size glove and smash in the short rainy fragment. Breathe fire, spit smoke, blow away ashes. Smart enough, dumbass. This ain't bomb class. Atmosphere broke that. You can't touch that. Real, forever real. They can hate it or love that. It's bigger than hip hop. Hype so wicked.
All right, pause.
Hold on. Oops. Sorry. Sorry.
I didn't hear Black Thought in the last one.
He's on this one. He's on.
If he's on anyone, it's this one.
No. He's on. Which track is he on? He may be doing some beats on it, but he is. He didn't come in.
Okay, you were saying Black Thought's gonna be on the album.
He's on the album, but he's not on every track. No.
Okay.
I don't think he's. Let's see. Let me see. When does he jump on? Yeah, he doesn't jump on Tariq Trotter. Yeah, he's not on till one of the last few tracks.
So Madlib does the whole album while you're looking at it?
Yeah, Madlib is the producer of all, producer everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at it. Yep. So
no high tech, nothing?
No, it's all Madlib.
All right.
Yeah, so here we go. Keep going. I'll go back a little bit. There was something I heard at that very time he said pause, but there we go. He got me.
Bang.
I thought he was about to switch. I was like, wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like he caught me a few times. So every time I'm like, he's about to switch. And it's like, wait, he just kept going. Yeah, he came with it, man. Like that is Yasiin Bey at his finest, man. That is him more like it. I want to come.
I get hyper off some new Most Def shit.
Yeah, that's like
it's been a minute.
That's his old school and new school kind of mixed together with who he is, and then like
he's been inspired again.
No, that's what it is. Sometimes you take that break away, and I mean he's been gone for years now, man.
Yeah.
It was like it's been like he just took a break of like, I want to do acting, I want to do this, I'm gonna do everything else I want to do. But then his foundation is still, I'm MC first, bro. And like, yeah, he's inspired.
That beat had like some NF Doom on it, though.
Yeah, like Madlib is coming with it, man. Like it is. Yeah. Like he's kind of like how it sounds almost when like Nas and Hit Boy got together. It's like somebody, you have that producer who gets you guys. And I think it may have took them going through some people to be like, all right, this guy is going to fit our style now. And like, yeah, I don't know if Hit Boy and Nas could have been together 20 years ago, but now their styles fit. Same thing.
That's
maybe
right.
Madlib, if he was around 25 years ago, we're like, nah, you can't fit this. But now, that's what we need. So it's almost like he's making beats that fit their style. It's like you listen to all the albums they did after Blackstar. It was like, oh, that's Yasiin's bass style. Oh, that's Talib style.
And they've done a bunch of tracks together since. Like,
yeah, but
on both of each other's albums, but They've all been, I mean, in my opinion, GT, all of them have been good.
Oh yeah, they have that.
They hold each other to a standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love that about them.
Respect to each other, man. That's what it is.
I think I think we had already done the first Blackstar album reaction, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I remember like us talking about, I kind of got lucky by coming by this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you had talked about before, like, Most Def, I saw Yasiin being on Talib's podcast.
Yeah.
But they had talked about Most Def pretty much said, you know, like, Talib was like the one that was the go-getter when it came to collaborating with artists. He said, I was just trying to get my artistry out. Most Def was just, you can tell, Most Def is all, he's more like Eric Abadu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Talib was the kind of guy that was trying to branch out to further his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was taking trips to Cincinnati to make albums with high tech. Nobody knew about high tech.
Yeah.
Now, Most Def didn't do that.
No.
You know, and like,
style.
and the record label, Raucous Records, I think, pushed that album on them. Like, hey, you guys should collaborate. Like, you're the best artists we have in this label.
Yeah.
You know, so like, for them to do this 24 years later, just shows me that, okay, we made something great. We know we did back then.
Yeah.
And you want to make something better now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is already stacking up to that.
Yeah, no, the comes with growth, like you said, it's always where you were 24 years ago, what they were mid-20s, maybe early 20s, like 24 years later, like, they're in their 40s now, living a different type of life. But they're still keeping it to, they understand the world. They're not running from the things happening in the world, saying, well, just because I'm worth X amount of dollars now, I don't see it. Oh, I still see it. I see what's going on. This is still an issue. Like, there's still crack smoke. There's still.
It's been a while since that Katrina clap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's still crack. There's still this. There's still problems in the neighborhoods we're from, and everybody. So they keep it real. But yeah, man, I like it. And now to keep this going, we stopped it at because.
Is Talib going to come in?
Yeah, he's coming in now. So
my bad.
Yeah, I paused it because I was like, wait, I thought most was going to stop.
I'm getting nervous. It's so good.
Yasiin's going to stop a few times. He didn't stop. I'm like, oh, wait. I was getting ready to pause it a few times. We kept going. So this is, here goes Talib's verse. There we go. We keep this going. So be it. Verse 2, I guess verse 2 now, Talib.
Hey, this.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like it. Man, they're coming with it.
Oh.
All right, so that is So Be It. I mean, it is what it is. So be it. Like I heard you a few times in that Talib verse. Woo!
Sorry.
He came with it. Like he came with some deep stuff, and also like it was. I even said, what was it? January, February, March. In April, they were marching the streets, Black people. May is Blackstar release. And they went through everything to like November, election people, then Yasiin's birthday. And this, like, that is crazy. He literally went through like their year, what they're going to do this year. And the only reason it stopped, obviously, they haven't done, because they were supposed to go on Dave Chappelle's podcast, which is also on Luminary. So we're gonna start listening to that because that's on there, so we can kind of reaction to that. But man, like the fact that they paused it because like, look, Uvalde happened, we can't do this. We'll need to go pumping our album up. We'll let it be there, but we're not gonna go out and be like, hey, we have an album. Like, no, this isn't important. And I heard like people on, and I'm not gonna give other people some radio station in the morning when they say like, yo, we're not gonna do this stuff right now because of what's going on in the world. Like, oh, you should keep doing it. This, like, no, that's not. Their personality are the people to be like, don't worry about what's going on in the world. Their personality is like, yo, pay attention to what's going on in the world right now. Our artistry can come to your face later. We'll come do radio shows later. But right now, kids just got killed. Let's not go talk about our album. Let's not go talk about us. It's not about us right now. It's about deal with the world. We'll come back to us after. And I think some people look at it as like, well, that you're not understanding the world keeps going. Yes, it does. Tell your wife to drink that beer a little quieter. Open that beer up. Oh no, all extra loud. All in my ear.
Get the beer bong out.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like I said, like I think that is what it is. So be it. I mean, I think I'm glad that they haven't pubbed it. It took me having to go remember that. Oh yeah, it is on Dave Chappelle's channel or his company that he started. That's a podcast hosting company. Like, oh yeah, that's what it is. So I'm happy for it, man. That Talib verse is right now. I guarantee somebody's gonna hear this like, it was all right, but no, I think it's gonna be underrated because he said so much in there. He said so much stuff that you're like, wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And he killed it, man. That track was, it's going. Let's keep going, man.
Go ahead.
So you want to go to the next one?
Yes.
Sweetheart, Sweet Hand, Sweet Todd.
What'd you call me?
Cause Sweetheart. And they got Sweet Hand. And you're Sweet Todd. And so without further ado, before we jump into this, you know what, dude?
I'm talking myself, I want to go to the crowd tonight.
You know, dude, click the subscribe button below and we'll keep moving. Here we are. Sweetheart, Sweet Hand, Sweet Todd. There. This for you and your wife.
Shut your ass.
Yeah. Ooh. He's having fun. Don't worry, this is fast. I don't got to get in this love-making song with you.
I like it though.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Forget the scenery and remember to flee. Forget the magic, remember to sleep. Soft close, dangerous songs, and the truth too wild for the blinds to hide. Find a solace in the thought that the light is not afraid.
Yeah, I got you.
Kiss like a spark, that's art. But don't be confused. You won't put me to the screws. Bay do what bay do. The sun, the moon, even what's fresh is nothing new. Feeling great. How are you?
Yeah.
We're back. We're back, Mortimer.
Yeah. All right, it's about to be over. You good? So yeah, that's the end of that one. So like I said, we're not gonna say some of it. That was kind of song you want. There you go, man. I liked it. I mean, obviously it's for you to chill with your woman a little bit.
No,
more.
I'm just mad because I heard it with you the first time.
Yeah,
like,
you showed your woman have a
let's not make eye contact for the next 3 minutes.
So what we're gonna do now, we're not gonna talk deeper. But if you want a song to chill with your woman and have a blunt or something with, that is the one.
Make it enough.
That is probably the one. So on to the next one. My favorite band. Like we said, we're not gonna go deep into that one. Click below. Once again, sweetheart, sweet hand, whatever, with your wife. Listen to that shit. Right.
Yep.
There you go. Ready?
Yep.
Next one, my favorite band.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hey, who you talking to? Fucking Mike.
Oh. Did you not hear the whole track? Sorry about that. I didn't know you didn't have your headset on.
No, I did.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was in my group like, man, did you not hear?
I did.
All right.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lames.
Yeah. That life is beautiful, man. Like, yeah, that is something to live by. I think Steve Harvey says something, what? Check your tudes. What is it? Your attitude, your gratitude, your attitude,
yes,
and your altitude. That's what he says.
That sounds like something. I ain't gonna say her name on here.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say her name. That sounds like something your mom would have said. GG,
that is
good
Steve
job.
Harvey.
You're learning.
Your tudes, man. Gratitude.
That's true.
Gratitude, attitude, and altitude.
Better
Thank
call
you.
my kids and tell them right now because they've been giving me
Harvey.
shit.
Uncle Harvey, thanks for that. All right. So, man, that first verse is obviously most telling people things, but yeah, man, everything, life is beautiful regardless of what's going on. That's what he's saying. So let's go to the next one. You know, if I jump in.
We get that. Is he coming in?
No. Oh yeah. Sorry. The samples from the Mystique. Sorry about that.
Okay.
That's what it is. So.
Sorry, I thought you said, look who's coming in. I thought you said it was Black Dog.
Oh, he's coming right now. Not yet.
Okay.
This is still the same song.
Automatic as a trail of tears. A right this way, triumph hill. The road so dark, be the light. Shed the light into the dark road. The light is not afraid, that part. Gang, gang, variation, team. The local dream time always. The address on Spectrum Road. From the rivers in the true and real. Sense over sensation. Sweating on a hot template. Tiny cell panorama.
Oh.
Silence of the clarion call. Waveforms, bird songs. Recognition is invitation. Grace a gift you couldn't earn. Thank
What's that?
How you mean? Ask yourself. Look to everything that you desire. Look at the condition that is put.
That means we're getting like Talib for the last 2 minutes, something like that. Yeah. Oh no, he's not on this track.
Said Mary's native. Preacher.
Oh, sorry, brother. That's a different song. Here we keep going. My bad. That's a different song. They stuck it in there because it wasn't bold. So sorry about that, everybody. This is the main thing's the main. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So we're doing 2 songs. We'll go back to both of them again because I didn't see that change up.
Everything is not for sale. Everybody. Cocaine, cracker, they were honky tonks. Trailer park.
Yes.
CNC, white supremacy. Cocaine, cracker, they were honky tonk. Trailer park, trash can, trap house. Starlight, all black, everything. CNC, white supremacy. CNC, TMT, 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 TMT. What's white supremacy? Yikes.
Mental illness. We bring the noise, we bring
Yikes.
Wait, the whole scenario is this.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's white supremacy? Yeah, mental illness. Yikes. Like, what?
Yep. Straight up.
That whole thing was like,
Yeah.
it worked well together. They snuck it in there. Let's go back.
What's white supremacy? Yikes.
mental illness. We bring the noise, we bring the gentle stillness. The trap door in the city is cat cool. We with the shoot, no need for the back and forth. Let's get into it.
Ooh.
The belief you're superior to the darker races just means you inferior, live in darker places. God's amazing, we artists, this ain't a product placement. Huh? Love is a spiritual technology. I give it up to God when the clap for me. I love to give credit where the credit due. It's beautiful, it's the struggle faced by the
Yeah.
We celebrate diversity with carnivals and festivals. White supremacy automatically going against us. Huh? The third eye is the point of entry. Huh? Automatic like a reply. From a hipster, automatic as a point of sister. Huh? Try to conquer us with the pestilence. Huh?
Ooh.
Common is black excellence. Huh? They rewarded for mediocrity. Huh? I ain't begging for my equality. No. Too big to fail. Grab the bull by the horns and grab
Yeah.
the bull by the tail. The OGs is in jail. The millennials is for sale. Am I dreaming to do what
Yeah.
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 automatic course.
Man.
This is trust exercise like falling backwards. Gotta trust with you guys and we gon' catch it. Then that's automatic, automatic, automatic.
Oh my God.
Automatic. Everything is not for sale. Everybody pays the price.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. So that's my bad on not breaking them up. But I wasn't expecting there to be like 2 songs back to back. But yeah, man, that was something special, man. That was automatic. Automatic. TMT. Like, everything was in there, like the millennial stuff for sale. But
I mean,
it's interesting, man.
It's the fucking truth.
So where
Did you
we live,
expect anything less from
those 2 guys, no.
Blackstar?
Anybody else, maybe, but for them 2, no. Like anybody else,
Right.
maybe they won't go that deep. Them 2,
Right.
they don't care enough to be like about your feelings. Like, oh, you don't like what we're saying?
I mean,
No problem.
yeah. That's why you and I are like, you know what? I don't give a fuck who's watching. It's gonna be what it is.
It is what it is, man. We
You
don't
know what I'm saying?
like whether you like us or not. Like, I don't care. Not my problem. I'm not doing
You're
this
not
for
begging.
you to
You're not
enjoy.
begging
Me.
for attention.
Yeah, I'm not
You
doing
got a
this for
big
you to
enough
enjoy.
following to
Yeah.
keep you good. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you're not gonna
I got a
step
big
too
enough
far
following.
out of your realm. And
I
if
got
anybody
my-
is that, it's Blackstar.
Yeah, I got a
And
big enough
that track
following.
right there was the realest.
Yeah, the main thing
It's
is
the
the main
truth.
thing. That's what it is. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. TMT. Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. That's the world we live in, man. It's subtle ways of doing it. Which we look at Kendrick Lamar, he had the same thing, but it was that West Coast way of doing it, where like we're gonna be abrasive in your face about this and whatever is whatever. East Coast is a little more like we're gonna say the same thing. We're not gonna be as abrasive in your face. We're gonna say the same exact thing he's saying, but East Coast has a different way of putting it out there where you're like, wait, they just say that? What? Like you have to catch it. But like West Coast is like, yo, I'm gonna say this right now. And you're not gonna wonder like, did I say it or did I not say it? They'll be like, it's out there. Deal with it. Which I like both. I like both styles because it's your culture you're in. Like I think the East Coast does it the same way, but it's not as like we heard some Kendrick tracks where it was like the chorus is like, fuck you, I'm pretty. Like it was not like he wasn't hiding like what he's saying. Like whereas most of those guys aren't hiding either, but they say it in a way where they're not saying the same way Kendrick was saying. Right. It's not a fuck you. It's like I'm gonna say this, I'm saying fuck you, but I'm gonna say yikes. I'm gonna say words to make you be like, wait, all right. So, but I like it, man. Both are great. I think both styles, but this is an album that is 24 years in the making. Well worth it. Your face is big and my face so big.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. So
get out my face.
My favorite band. Sorry, we're not going too much details about that, but that was
Trying to Get a Fly.
It was stuff I skipped over it, but I didn't really skip over it. We didn't pause long enough to talk about it, but we'll go to the next one. Yonder's track is here. This one has both of them on it again.
It's track 5.
Yonder's is 1, 3, 4, 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
And who's it has Yonders on it? What the fuck is Yonders?
No, that's the name of the song, Yonders.
Okay. Who we got on here?
Same people.
Okay.
Same 2 people, and that's it. And
so this by Madlib?
This is my Madlib. The next.
I've never heard
what
of
happened was
Madlib.
this. So basically, what I'm looking at here, before we jump into it, my favorite band was just Yasiin Bey on rapping himself. And then the next one, Sweet Alchemy, the song after Yonders, will be Talib by himself. So they also have their own individual tracks in here. They aren't long, they're about the same length, about 2 minutes and length of both those. So let's go to the next one, Yonders. There we go. In 3. Oh yeah, before we jump into that, tell us you like us, click below. Cool.
I think we should test the waters. Next batch cookie, we take the market. I've heard of fortunes made on this. Seems dangerous.
Man, this album.
So is anything worth doing?
Shots fired. You say your block is like the wire and not aspired. Real G's try to stop the violence. They're not aspiring to living food deserts lacking proper diets. I start a riot every time I voice the unheard. Rhyming in the rough till the diamond got unearthed. Old earth like the boy got some nerve. White liberals feigning concern. We born in killer hospitals with doctors who would abusers carry box cutters. There was other popular uses at the hardware store. $1.50 went a long way. Fat cats for the Krylon paint. Wait, you feeling froggy then? Leap like amphibians. Evolutionary, this H. You simian, revolutionary and fly the cloud city and Superman the man wearing capes like Calrissians. Toxic, see how they market and carcinogens? Got them, African dancer like amphibian. Jamaicans to the Haitians, to Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. Trinis and the Bajans, cause Brooklyn like the Caribbean. The birds chirp, I get it straight from the source now. Gentrification, the neighbors is getting tossed out. My crew is all city, your name just got crossed out.
Yeah.
January 32nd, lead whole car style. Reservoir guard, happy birthday, now calm down. Snot bubble, trouble, gun bullies get walked out. Brush your teeth, study your art, baby, master more. Put them on their ass like they got a tribe plan on. Tell Satan he's a liar and a dummy. I would do it, but he run every time he smell me coming. Man, cause God and beautiful babies love me. And I make his favorite suit look
That's right.
black and comely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Coming with it.
Frankenstein in town square, the lady called a seizure. He had the nerve to perm the horse, said they made his weed from yuck. You suck, I don't. They know boogeyman, weather camp,
Oh,
stay home. Icy roads, school closed, way out, way raw, way warm, way cold,
No.
yonders,
Yonders.
wonders.
Yonders. Ooh.
man.
Yeah, man.
Mention my name on Bono.
Yeah, it's different, boy. They some different cats, and
I mean,
it works.
most definitely rock star, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like,
For real. Like, he'll never
he
get
got a
that
SAG
credit,
card. He's an actor, bro.
bro. Straight up. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
They got my sack card, baby. I'm a that.
yeah, so he's one of them, but same thing, man. It's something special. Like, there's only a few times where it's I don't know. There's something to say about these tracks. It's just they're so different, but there's nothing like them I've heard in recent times that have that
Never.
style. There's
No.
nothing like that today. I mean, obviously, you can go back to Blackstar 1. There is something like that, but outside, like, even their individual albums have the same thing. They have that same feel, but like same time, individually, you take more chances because you're like, well, let's see if this works. Let's see.
I think Respiration was the closest that I could say on that album.
Yeah.
What this is on. But I mean, to me, and I feel like Talib Kwali, and I think maybe 2 songs ago, maybe the last one, he had to give a little bit of credit to Common.
Yeah.
I think if I heard that right, I don't know, but you know, I will call that out because I think he said something about Common, like, you know, Common's the king or something, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he's
I remember
giving Common credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in my mind, but that was your face, and I was like, hey, lost everything.
I know, it's cool, man. Like it's kind of what they do, which is between between the 3 of them, man. They have that relationship, I think, where I mean, I guarantee you probably dig deep in the Common album too. There's something about those 2 guys, and they have that respect for each other. I think that group of MCs that came around at the same time, and that includes like I think Common, Nas, Mos, all those guys came around that same era.
Well, it's mostly like Common, Talib.
Yeah.
Most stuff, Black
they all came around at the same time.
Yeah.
Black Thought, The Roots, they're all around.
But that's my top 4. That's my Rushmore, but you know, Nas is on there.
Yeah, but The Roots.
That's my top 5 right there. I mean, for real. Like,
you think about it, yeah, they're all kind of in that same. They came out around the same time.
Yeah.
But Common maybe a little bit earlier. Yasiin and Talib were, but they're all around. They got big around the same time too. It was like
That's true.
They took off, and it was like, oh, these guys are the truth. Let's listen to them more. And so, but yeah, like I said, man, that song was. It talks about like Brooklyn, how it's gentrifying. When they're like, my neighbors are gone now because of this. And don't get it twisted. I've been to Brooklyn. Everybody that's in New York, I've been to Brooklyn. Even those areas that you think are gentrified, a lot of them are the same apartments that Black people and Latino people grew up in the 90s and 80s. They hadn't changed them that much. Like it just.
I mean, I want to get my neighborhood up.
They built some high rises around there, and so what happened was they built it around like Bed-Stuy area. I went over there. They still have the same stores. They just built a few new high rises, but they still have the same projects probably that some of these guys grew up in that are there. But now they're occupied by other races, so it's considered that same little place that no one cared about back then. They're like, oh yeah, come live here and pay $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month for something that's not really worth that.
Living my best life.
But I like it, man. I mean, once you go over there, you realize like Brooklyn's big, man. Brooklyn is a big ass borough, and Queens is a big borough. Queens is a little differently set up. Brooklyn's set up kind of like,
of course,
a bunch of brownstones on one block. And all of a sudden, there's a bunch of apartments and
it reminds you of Cali
projects.
almost.
Yes, it's weird, man. But it's cool like how it is, man. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that, and they talk about everything, and it's cool to see them understand, man. It's not the same when I go back to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I go back to this place, so that's where the yonders come in. Wonder what can happen, And oh yeah, he said one line. White liberals pretend to care about what he said about white liberals. That's the truth, man. And this goes for all politicians, but white liberals get called out a little more because it's fake. Like at least like with other people, conservatives in this case, or other liberals, they are who they are. White liberals seem to be the fakest out of all of them, and you see it more when you're in big cities like LA, New York. You can see that fakeness. But that's all I gotta say on that. I guess we'll go to the next one, Sweet Supreme Alchemy. Whenever you come back. This one is 100% Talib Kwali. This is his track, similar to my favorite band was Mos Def's track only. So I'm going to wait for you to head back over here, and then we'll get it going. So I'm gonna pause for everybody.
You already heard this?
No, I haven't heard. I'm gonna pause for a second. I just paused for a second, just give you some time to come back over. Sorry, I had to pause for a second there. So, you good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just paused for a second. All right, let me get.
I'm human. I gotta pee you.
No, you're good. That's why I paused. All right, let me go back.
Gary, come.
Yeah, there we go. So what I was saying again, this is Supreme Alchemy. This is Talib's track. There we go. If you want to listen to more, click below and say you like us. Click, subscribe, everything else you gotta do. Peace. We're going on. Next one.
Peace.
Gotta celebrate life, pay tribute, celebrate and commemorate. Yeah, at the crib we listen to Madlib, high tech, Dilla beat tapes, and that's it. Supreme alchemy, refined chemistry, divine energy, we defined by our memories. On the days that I wish they took me instead of Beverly, I remember Rhapsody reminding me the life's ahead of me. I dropped the non sequiturs to bomb executives. You'll always be the winner if you decide what the metric is. Control the game, don't be the game or the predator. Me, myself, and I, such a formidable competitor. Descendant of a king, I got niggas in my bloodline. A true king is fighting with the soldiers on the front line when it's crunch time. Sometimes his words can be unkind. Handing them marching orders like I'm Dr. Lee and drumline. One sound, one sound when we combine. Most rap is just a joke, it's all set up to punchline. I couched it in a verse, it's not as comfy as the confines of a prison cell. We're living well as a small ray of sunshine. Supreme alchemy, that ain't what the reverends say. I never hesitate to show compassion, cause that's the key to heaven's gate. To reach it, they self-medicate. The voices on the radioactive, like yellow cake, the hella fake. Why sedate when you can meditate and focus on ideas, cause beliefs you can't legislate or regulate. Always on time, my faith is never late. So before every meal, the prophet said it's grace, celebrate. We pay tribute and commemorate. When you know your self-worth, you give thanks for your fellow grace. Celebrate, escaping from the industry to get away. Seen the same kind of fake to turn doom-a-lay to middle face. Celebrate, when you slow down, we accelerate. So many cautionary tales, I need some yellow tape. Celebrate, we elevate and we innovate. Diversify, way more than your bonds, we don't assimilate.
This already on the playlist.
Yeah.
Like, this right here is already on repeat
Yeah, no, that one.
for the rest of the weekend. This one right here.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie.
Supreme Alchemy, yeah, Supreme Alchemy is one of them. Like,
Yeah.
I know, man, it is that special. That one is what he said
Man,
about the most hip hop today. Most hip hop today is what, punchlines, and that's about it. Like, that's all people care about, and it really is true. Like, even your biggest rapper,
Yeah, today, yeah.
hip hop today is all about like, how can I say something that catches you enough to be a one hit, boom. I'm gonna say this line that everybody's like, oh, he's a great MC. It's like, yo, the rest of the verse was garbage. You said one line that caught on that you remember. And it's like, that's what
It's hard to gauge too. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what a lot of hip hop's come to. And it's not a bad thing, it works, it makes people money, do what
Yeah.
you do.
Right.
But at the same time, I guess we're considered old heads in this case, but
You know I'm not a one-liner, so go ahead.
Yeah, don't do one-liners. I mean, I want the depth of like, can you put together a track that tells me a story?
Ever?
It makes me want to sit there.
Yeah.
And I know there are some people who can and just don't want to do it because it's just not worth it. But like, yeah, man, that is what, and this is from somebody who is not hip hop. This is Talib Kwali, who is one of the best ever, telling you like, that is what I see hip hop as.
Yes.
That is what Hip Hop Is Dead was about. That is what like Common saying, I ain't hating. I don't like, I mean, I'm not hating. All that. That's all them people saying the same thing. Like, to you, if it makes you money, go ahead.
Right.
At the same time, understand that you can't just be one-liners, one this. Like, it's one of those things where sooner or later you got to evolve.
Yeah.
And hopefully people are. Like I said, we heard the Kendrick Lamar when Kodak Black came on. I was like, wait, I didn't know this guy had some of these verses in him. Like, it happens. Right. So the same thing, what was that? Nas had ASAP Rocky on there, and it was like he had some verses.
Homeboy from
so it happens. Yeah, that's it. So I think.
What's homeboy from Detroit, though?
Yeah. Somebody from Detroit. That's who it was, yeah. So
who was it? Was
it ASAP or ASAP Ferg? There's one of the ASAP people. It's one of them dudes. One of the ASAP people.
I think it was the first King's disease.
Oh yeah. He had some of those people, but whoever it was. But like I said, everybody evolved.
He used to be on Good Music. I forget his name now.
Not Big Sean. Big Sean knows thing.
Big Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, he's grown also, but it happens, man. Everybody grows. So I understand where Talib.
I thought that's where you were going with that.
No, I didn't want to go too deep on him because that's different growth. But I get it. I'll let you go now. What you got?
But this is like 24 years later, though.
Yeah, and he still feels that way. Yeah, so
that last one. Wow.
Sweet Alchemy, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Supreme Alchemy.
I mean, like, I've been around hip hop for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 36 this year, but no, I'm not 58. Yeah. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, these were two of my favorite artists of all time, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, N1 Mixtape, Raucous Records, all that shit. Like, you know, like, for me, I cannot believe that these guys are still getting together and doing this shit. And this is the shit we wait on, though, to me.
That's what I love of it, too.
We don't get this every day.
Or it's released, too, like released on luminarypodcast.com. So, like, that means you're paying a subscription for the whole app.
And I think on that, and what I love, though, because, like, and people forget, like, we want to talk about relevancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing people forget is I think on that Talib Kwali album, God damn it, Reflection Eternal.
Okay.
It may have been Revolutions Per Minute. I'm sorry, I don't know what it was. Yeah, but he had Jay Electronica, Yasiin, and he had J. Cole on that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
On the same track. And it was the hardest shit. And to me, like, this isn't any different than that.
Yeah.
At all. And I hear a lot of like that Mos Def on that Medina Green.
Yeah.
What do you say? Anyway, I forget, but you know, like I hear so much of that shit on here. And like I hear a lot of Common and Kanye. I hear a lot of Chicago in here. I really do. I really, really do.
The beats are all like it's a lot of sample beats. So
and that Mad Lib, like
you got some of the Kanye beats.
I can't believe you don't know that Mad Lib.
No,
that breaks me down.
I probably do know him.
Because I don't have a reference for you. Like,
I don't actually. I probably have heard a lot of his music. It's just more probably. I don't think.
You would know it if you heard it. Look up the track list, but you know, like almost like Kanye before he got on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like Mad Lib is strictly that.
Okay.
But this whole album though, that last one you just played for me, like, it kind of had like a similar vibe to me as like that Lifting Off. But just like I don't know if you remember this, but Talib and Styles P did the album together called The Seven.
I remember hearing how many years ago was that? That's
probably about a decade ago.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So
It don't feel that way.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. How many years ago was that? Yeah.
But it's kind of had like the same energy on that. But my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. That's what
I guess I'm talking like a fanboy.
No, it's good.
Talking like a fanboy.
I mean, because
out
you know a little more about some of Talib's things more than I would right now because I haven't. I know they're there. I've heard a few of them, but I never actually sat down and said, "Let me do another deep dive," because I throw shit on playlists and then it jumps around shuffle. I'm like, whatever comes up, let's do.
But you put me more on like new shit, like Earth Gang and shit.
Yeah, so.
But I'm more of them. Like, there's not much I haven't heard of these guys.
Yeah. So here's the next thing we're gonna do. Next one is there's 2 more tracks left. This is the one that features Black Thought, Frequency. Frequency. So remember, there's 2 E's, not 1 E. 2 E's.
Quincy.
There you go. So let's keep going. Well, I'll let this first track finish. Let's let Supreme Alchemy finish first. That has a little bit left, and then we'll go to the next one.
Makes you feel like you're at the show.
Yeah.
Yo.
So here you go. This is Frequency with Black Thought.
Some feel as though my opinions are too black. I paid a major price for the labor, now where the fruit at? My crew black, from white to light skin to the blue black. We traveled in a time when the world ended. I flew back to an open door, saw culture deeper than the ocean floor. Then I came to know which chord and which to pin this overture. And do for self, so know your rights. And know the Lord 9 times out of 10 ain't worth the paper they wrote it on. They'll try to beat us, they will never defeat us. Attack thought leaders as black warriors descend into darkness like black Orpheus. The stars of the story is back. Y'all see his word. We touching everything that moves. It's like you getting bombed on at the show improved from an era before the views became confused.
Jamaica's good.
Yeah.
Jamaica's very good.
And when I step into a place, it creates the mood. When I give a dissertation, we make the news. All my team do is win, cause we hate to lose. The star says you again. Let me make some room. I don't relate the fool. They focus on the vision. They all going to hell and just swear you going with them. Not just to visit, cause they're in a mental prison existing. Isn't living.
Yes.
Pray that you know the difference. If you're trying to go the distance, liberate your mind. Your soul won't follow. It ain't far behind. As long as you're not hollow, it ain't hard to find. I personally transcend space all the time. Shine light.
So what's up there? That was Black Thoughts first. Yeah, that was Black Thoughts first. He opened up. So yeah, man.
You can do that though.
But that's how it should be, man. They brought the boy on and say, "Yo, drop it. Give us 2 minutes of your voice just rapping."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Black Thought, man, is always something different. Like he's a poet. He's a poet, just happens to be good at rhyming, freestyle, anything else. Like he was born as just a poet who could write and put things on paper, but then
Oh no. I
they
think
gave him music and he said, "Oh, I can just say everything I think out loud right now, just put it on paper instead of writing every day."
I feel like the difference is, and you know, I might be wrong about this.
You're wrong. You're just unfiltered.
And maybe Black Thought may not be the better freestyler. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But listen to me, in my opinion, I feel like everybody says, Eminem might be the best, and he probably is. Off the head type of dude, like just crazy on the spot type shit. Not the most mindful, the shit we like.
Yeah.
The conscious rappers, if you will, right? But, you know, like, I feel like Black Thought, with the right people around, would probably win that battle.
Well, it matters what you want. I think.
So that's why I like this track.
Puts you in a different place. Battle rap.
This is why I like this track. Yeah. If I could add on, for the simple fact of like, I like that Black Thought. The beat never changed for him. Like you were waiting for it to go hard. You wait for Mad to come in, like Mad Lib to come in, like
and just
destroy it. with the beat, and then there goes Black Thought.
Yeah.
And you never heard some shit like it again. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Because Black Thought is seriously, if you don't know this about him, you haven't dug deep enough, like you had said.
Yeah.
Black Thought, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know this, Black Thought is a better rapper than Big Pun.
Oh yeah.
So saying that, I feel like mad respect to Black Thought, and not many guys have been able in hip hop to hold together a band like Black Thought either.
Oh yeah.
So, and to take it to where he's taken it, and to make so many albums, like a guy like Eminem in hip hop, that has done it with the band and been so versatile in his career.
Yeah.
But to still keep his hip hop stature. That's never been done before. I feel like Black Thought will never get his credibility until 25, 30 years from now. And everybody's going to be like, okay, Black Thought's like Neil Young.
Well, yeah.
He was amazing, but we didn't realize how good, I'm just like, man, come on.
Well, it's going to be one of those things where like people get tired of people, and it'll fit to producers out there. There's going to be a time people like, play music live. Let me hear, get a group, get a band, hit this. It's going to, like the world changes after time. People just get tired of hearing the same beats. Get a real drummer on stage. Give me a Questlove on stage to do a beat for me right now. You rap over it. And it's not something where somebody's sitting on an 808 machine.
Some Robert Glasper shit.
Instead of now, let me get, so it's going to change, but I think, man, Black Thought, like I said, no matter how you put him, like you could say, he's not the best battle rapper. Yeah, like there's only.
No, I feel like he is.
Well, battle rap is different than, the battle rap now is different than what it used to be. Battle rap now is all about, I'm just talking about you and I make jokes about how you look. So it's basically a dozen.
I don't know. I feel like the only guy from our era that really kept that aggression in my top 5, to be honest, was Black Thought. I feel like Black Thought has never gotten the credibility he feels he deserves as a solo rapper. Yeah. Or I'm sorry, a solo artist. Excuse me, that was bad to say.
Yeah, I got you.
But I mean, like, I feel like Black Thought, to be honest, you put his body of work together. I mean, you look at, shit. I can give you 20 songs right now that Black Thought has done better than Nas or.
Yeah, he's a great freestyle. He's a great rapper.
I'm not saying doing better, but like.
Yeah. His talent set is different than everybody else's because I think he grew up in an era
like Hurricane.
He grew up in an era where it's like, I'm in school they said get into poetry. And he was that kid who really cared about writing poems down on paper. It was like, I can think about this. And then all of a sudden it became like, this thing called hip hop. There's this music beat. I could do poems to that.
Whole Undone album.
And then he grew. Yeah, then he grew from being like a slam poetry artist to a freestyler to an MC. Now he's special, man. He is something.
Yeah, he is.
Everybody, if you haven't listened to Black Thought ever again, check him out.
And if you think about it, he's like the opposite of Kanye.
Yeah.
But they're still like, to me, in the same realm because like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the same era, but I feel like these guys, like, they can rhyme. They're mindful of their surroundings for the most part. And Kanye, I don't care what the media says. Kanye straight, yes, he has, because he was a young man. I feel like Kanye was like somewhat of a millennial. You know what I mean? Like, he made his mistakes, but I think the fucking day, come on.
Well, the issue with Kanye is the using of most of Talib and never coming back to them ever
I feel you.
Since his first album. Like, you never came back to them and say, yo, let's do some tracks together now.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, Kanye has done great things, but the way they've done it, Black Thoughts went from The Roots doing music, then the Roots went on Jimmy Kimmel and did stuff. And now they're with Jimmy Kimmel forever. And it makes sense. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon forever. So they do the music, which is cool, man. I think that's what they understood. We're a live band first and foremost. How do we get ourselves on TV all the fucking time? Mm-hmm. Late night, live bands always on TV, and then I can rap anytime I want on Jimmy Fallon because Jimmy Fallon's like, go ahead, here's 20 minutes before the show starts, get everybody hyped. You do what you want to do, so which is awesome, man. That's how it
I
should be.
mean, what better house band to have? Like, if you and I were to have a podcast or anything.
That's the best house band you could pick.
In the
Outside, like
roots.
going old school, like
I mean, we're playing the Blackstar album. Like,
Yeah.
I think if we could, shut up, Chris. And you know, Dave Chappelle probably would too.
yeah, if I can get the roots, I would.
He played Blackstar. But my thing is though, like, if we're trying to like really do it legit, Jimmy Fallon did it the best though.
Yeah, he did.
He picked the roots.
Yeah, he
like,
picked the roots.
that's good shit. For real. Like, you ain't getting better than that, homie.
All right.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
The verse 2. It sounds like it's gonna be Talib, what we heard.
Oh, that's
It's like
good.
Talib's coming in next.
All right, play it back.
We'll go back a little.
You got to play it back. It's too late now. I'm sorry.
Go back to the whole thing.
What, this song?
Yeah.
How far are we into it? 2 minutes?
2 minutes. So
Okay, how much long we got?
4 minutes.
Let it ride. Let it ride.
5 minutes. All
Let that bitch breathe.
When they dancing in the limelight, in hindsight, your songs is nursery rhymes like three blind mice. You were Klondike looking brown, but take a bite, you probably find white. You want the real, so I'll provide you with the highlights. Never be prepared for what we facing if you're scared of confrontation. They'll never hear what you're saying if you bring fear to the conversation. These abominations, the murder entire population. Put them in camp, say it's meant to enhance their focus and concentration. I'm saying, when people tell you who they are, you should believe them. It's heartless how they treat them, and it's garbage that they eat it regardless of what they feed them. They still starving for their freedom, like they ravaged. The devils be terrified of God for a reason. You can be savage as a heathen, but ain't no atheists and foxholes. To your alignment like the New York City pothole. Since it's not knows, son was a dreamer like he evolved though. Running with months, the schemer as he chronicled the cockroach when it got most. Created a classic, that's how they got close. Open rooster kept the bar closed. Some was nice with the bars though. This a crack that we trafficking like we narcos. Got us all the way up like my stock go when I pop off like the firearm. The queen kept in the purse like the hot sauce. Till my accountant hit the broker with a stop loss cause I got cost to consider. Don't be bitter cause you was listening to knockoffs. Get your ass up the throne cause it is not yours and you know it. Evacuated what Black Thought and Blackstar created. Belong to 215 Entertainment and Blackstar Incorporated cause we ain't playing.
Like a hurricane.
Yeah.
Woo!
So yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Just thinking back, I never put it two and two together, but yeah, those two groups have been together
for a long
forever.
time. Electric Lady Land.
Forever. I totally forgot like how
Yeah.
Blackstar and the Roots have always kind of
Way before that, probably.
they were working together
idea.
forever, man. And
Yeah.
the fact that Blackstar
We're blessed. We're blessed.
they opened for the Roots too, which is crazy. Like that's
Yeah. Thank you,
honestly, no,
Blackstar.
that's
for good
respect.
music.
Yeah, that's respect though, man.
And the Roots. Yeah.
Yeah. So those two have been together for a long time. That is like I said, Talib's style is so different, but it's so smooth at the same time. And I say, no matter how you say it, like it sounds the first time you hear it, it sounds like weird. But then you listen again, like, man, this dude is so smooth. It doesn't sound like he's rushed, he's struggling. It's just a smooth, like his style is a smooth style. But the first time you hear it, yeah, you're like, what is this? What is it like? Because his voice, you're not ready for it. And then when you hear him rap, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Listen to it a second time, you're like, that was pretty smooth. Like,
See, this is the thing about Talib. Talib is not the best storyteller.
yeah,
But Talib will boggle your mind.
yeah.
And, you know, like his voice will, so at the beginning, like you will retract it in your mind.
Yeah.
But as soon as like you hear what he's saying, if you listen to like at least 2 verses of him,
Yeah, you
you'll be like,
realize
okay,
it's just smooth.
okay.
And it
Yeah, that's
works.
top. yeah.
But yeah, the first time you hear it, you're like, first time I heard it, I'm like, I don't know if that's the one.
I remember
Listen
Joe
again,
saying
like-
that back in the day. Joe was
'cause
like, man,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's tough with his voice that you listen to him again, you're like, oh, okay.
Yep.
And it's not the voice, it's just listen to the lyrics, you understand it works. So
I think that Eardrum album came out when we were in college.
yeah.
We were roommates.
Yeah, he had a few albums.
That was that hot thing
yeah.
single he had on there. I think he had Everything Man, which is one of my favorite songs to this day.
Nice.
In general, not even like, you know, just Talib, but
Nice.
yeah, that album was nice too.
Yeah, the Hot Thing album was that. The album Hot Thing was a good one. I remember bumping that in my car.
Eardrum.
Yeah, I remember bumping that in my car.
Yeah.
So verse 3 is now most, and then we have 3 more minutes after this. So I'm assuming they're gonna go back through and do some fun things then. So verse 3 most.
direction is determined by intention. Life is a school for all of us without exception. 24/7 seminars are in session. Some serious studious, some class clowns. In reality, like gravity, shut that ass down. They laugh now and cry later and longer. They told me ain't nothing wrong without some water. Look, we sacrificed for what we needed to want it. If it was righteous, exact, or was out of order. Everything is not for sale. Everybody pay a price. You can run away and not escape. That's the way of life. Nobody makes it out alive. Wow. Nobody ever really died. Ain't it crazy how the contrast coincide? Ain't it strange how I'm amazed, but I'm not surprised. They say that they don't understand it, but it's not a lie. And indeed your understanding is not required. Cause as long as the soul responds and you feel a vibe, don't trouble your mind. It's quite alright. More will be revealed in time. Thanks for being with us. Shout for now.
That's not light that candle, get that dinner made. That's what that is.
Like, let's chill, don't worry
me.
about things. Like same thing, no stuff there. Like I said, like I think even same thing you say about Talib, like most death style is not for everyone either, kind of same thing. They do all have you don't realize it until you realize it more, you're like, yeah, like if you first hear it, you're like, it's not Black Thought or Common Smooth where you can get lost into it, just listen. No, most definitely Talib. They have that style where you have to. It sounds different because their voices are different than most people's. Whereas, like if you put Common and Black Thought on an album, you could just listen to it and not think. You could just fall asleep and be like, "This is just I'm not worried about anything." Right. You won't pay attention. But I think their styles are so because their voices are different. It makes you be like, "Are they that good?" And you listen to the game, like, "Oh, they are that." Because most definitely until you listen to him enough, like he has that kind of nasally like voice, but it works with him too. So I mean, I didn't realize New York voice. Yeah, but that's the thing. Until you hear it, you don't think about it. You're just like, oh, like right now I don't think about it, but I can think back when I was 18, 19 when I first started most stuff. I was probably like,
these guys are making this album straight for the followers. These guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so I'm saying when I first heard it years ago, I probably like their voices are weird, and now it's like, oh, nothing to me, which is crazy, man. So, but yeah, that verse is.
I mean, I bet you were listening to Will Smith. So
don't get it wrong, Nelly, homie, Nelly.
I wasn't trying to say you want to get jiggy with it.
Yeah, so we got we still have more time on this track, so let's keep it going.
It's got that belly vibe on it.
Yeah. It sounds like, what's that? That's that belly when they're like,
yeah,
when they're walking to the club and stuff. You're like, all right. Yeah. So shit about to go down.
Waves. Come on, man.
Yeah. That beat is just smooth.
This is more fitting for us, like back in the day.
Yeah, that beat is just.
This is more fitting for us back in the day.
That sound.
I think like when we got together, man, we were kind of like smarter than that. How they were, like Talib and Mos Def were. I feel like in the first Blackstar album.
Oh yeah, because like, but
we were on some different shit because we had already been through that.
Yeah.
That album, like we had to learn we listened to the. I mean, we pretty much read the diaries on that.
Yeah, man, that was. You had them. You had like Jill Scott. All the people were out at the same time. We were just like Erykah Badu. We listened to all those people at the same time, which was different. But yeah, this is. I'm pretty impressed with this waves. Let's go through the waves.
Where this man been?
Most joking right now.
This man been in the Bahamas and shit.
Yeah, most
God
joking. Most fucking around, everybody. So we got a few more minutes here, one more track to go through, but waves all over the place. That frequency. There's going to wave swept. That's pretty cool. That's a good outro to a song, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Just let the waves do their thing for 30 seconds.
Oh, crash.
All right. So we're going into the next one. This is the last track on the album, No Fear of Time, with Yummy Bigum. Don't know who, you know Yummy?
Not today.
I don't know what Yummy is. Not today, sir. Not today. So we're about to learn who Yummy is right now. Yummy Bigum, No Fear of Time. This is what the album's named after. This track, actually. This track named to the album. Last track of the album. Same producer.
Hey, like the video for real though.
Yeah,
down here and subscribe before I subscribe to your mama and take your last name. Okay.
All right. Boom, boom. Here we go. Next one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Stop.
Was that?
Stop.
That little.
What did you just say to me?
that little Malcolm there, little Malcolm.
Damn.
Wait a second. Before we're stopping very early in this one.
I'm gonna make you slap your mama. Oh, you with the waves again?
Run away, that's the plan, live above the grave, none is safe. I see the pain on a mother's face, a ton of grace. That's what she showed as they took away her firstborn. She didn't break, she didn't look away because of race. They said her life wasn't valuable, but that was fake. They said her womb create capital, but that was rape. They say because she's lacked it, it's impossible to be racist, but they assume the racism is logical. We know better. We know medals, no rose petals, hiding in the shadows like Wesley Snipes and Mo Better. They play a Russian Olympics looking for gold medals. We don't settle.
You know, a long time ago, being crazy meant something. Nowadays, everybody's crazy.
Keep on.
I love the 70s vibe, my dude.
Yeah. What's that?
I love the vibe to this, man.
Yeah,
this has
like,
that old, like,
these last two tracks.
they say, with Common and Kanye, like.
Yeah. These last two tracks are just smooth with it.
Go ahead, man. My bad.
Very good.
Oh.
A message from the ancient future, a fresh fossil, a piece of the buried gospel that the earth refused to swallow. A seed grown to a tall tree, long sleeves, ripe fruit leaning off the leaves, warm breeze, live from the summit of the incline. And this has been everything besides a short ride. Marks of greatness, battle scars and bruises, sceneries of clarity, clashes of confusion, live from the summit of the incline.
Got him dancing.
Everything beside a short climb. We done survived and thrived in where others have died in. Best die, do or die, do is what I did. Get it on, get her done. Another one. Banging
Yeah.
You can feel the difference. Where they get their rhythm from, the tipping point, TOP, Blackstar, Reaper, Green, Boulevard, Brain Green. They Kings County keep creating kings who make amazing
Kings County.
to give thanks for the elegant raw, the elemental, the sharp. God give us the design and we assemble the ark and just flow on. Keep on. Float on.
Oh.
Float on. Float. It was That's a promise, not a threat.
Everybody had to think about what was possible for a black artist, within the international, the mainstream scene. And I mean,
This from a podcast here.
because of hip hop, doors cracked open a little bit. The people downtown were looking for some new energy, and they were already feeling from just the presence of kids from Brooklyn. Being downtown, being in the East Village, they had the same kind of impact that the jazz guys had. And they were coming with like a new culture, a culture that was new, that was dynamic, that was sophisticated. The albums were theory books, they're guidebooks too, you know what I mean?
Thank you for having me, please. I like that.
When they were 14, 15, they grabbed onto this thing. So they learned all that material.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things
Yeah.
in season, man, they just have to remember.
That's true. Ooh. Man.
I feel like I just listened to that with my dad, man. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hard though.
Yeah, it's still going, I gotta say. We'll go to the end, 30 more seconds left, so we'll see what's coming up here. Of the whole album. That's crazy. They're just gonna close it like this. That's man. I like it. Don't put us in no box. We do what we gotta do. We don't gotta say no for 30 seconds, bitch. I like it. I like it. That is cool, man. The open with Malcolm X end on just a slow gong that just chilled. So there you go. That is the whole album. No Fear of Time. We did a full album experience. I'd say you should do it also. So what do you think, man?
Let's play that song.
Play that song again. I gotta go. I don't know if I go there. Let's see. That's where we at here. Let me get to where I gotta get to. There we go. There you go. Hold on, my bad. There you go.
Hey, hey.
What's up? You saying something to me?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait, did he say something to me? Where'd this go? Sorry about that. Let me get back into that then.
Run away, that's the plan, live above the grave, none is safe. I see the pain on a mother's face, a ton of grace. That's what she showed as they took away her first.
Whoa, too much going on.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
They said that life wasn't valuable, but that was fake. They said a won't create capital, but that was rape. They say because she lacked it, it's impossible to be racist, but they assume that racism is logical. We know better. We know medals, no rose petals, hiding in the shadows like Wesley Snipes and Mo Better. They play oppression Olympics, looking for gold medals. We don't settle.
A long time ago, being crazy meant something. Nowadays, everybody's crazy.
On. Keep on. Float on. No fear of time. Float.
Oh. This is so liberating, man. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
A message from the ancient future, a fresh fossil, a piece of the buried gospel that the earth refused to swallow. A seed grown to a tall tree, long sleeves, ripe fruit leaning off the leaves, warm breeze, live from the summit of the incline. And this has been everything besides a short ride. Marks of greatness, battle scars and bruises, sceneries of clarity, clashes and confusion. Live from the summit of the incline. And this has been everything beside a short climb. We done survived and thrived and while others have died. And best I do or die, to do is what I did. Get it on, get her done. Another one. Banging man lyricism. You can feel the difference. Where they get their rhythm from? The tipping point, TOP, Blackstar, Reaper Green, Boulevard, Brain Green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who make amazing and creative things. To give thanks for the elegant raw, the elements and the sharp. God give us the design and we assemble the arc and just flow.
Yeah. And now we in.
Yeah.
I'll take the blue pill.
Yeah.
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 Let's go. This shit is so damn hard, I can't even take it.
Yeah, man.
GT.
That's what it is, man.
Oh, God.
Let's
call my mama and tell her I'm sorry for it.
The album was so special, man. That is one of those albums that you got to listen to again and again. And if you haven't done it, obviously, we're not sponsored by them at all. LuminaryPodcast.com. If you want to listen to this whole album, check it out. I can't give you a promo code, but I can tell you that from what I've heard of just the past 3 hours I've had this, listen to some podcasts and starting to see what's on there. I mean, you could definitely check it out. I mean, it's someplace you can get it. Obviously, if you do have Apple Music, you can do things differently. But yes, check it out. Check out the app. Support them. Dave Chappelle is one of the founders of this, so support the app. Give people stuff like that, have stuff up there. Why can't they have theirs? So, but to close this out, man, how'd you feel about the album, man?
I'm going to try my best to go in there. I don't know how I'm going to approach my wife. I feel like I've been stimulated on a different level because I'm almost 40. And I realize that it's been 24 years since this album.
And you can listen to that love song with your wife. Listen to
tell your mom I ain't coming over.
Sweetheart, Sweet Hand, Sweet Todd, you and your wife.
No, I love the album, man. I think the album is amazing. You see what you think about it.
Oh man, it was worth the wait. Obviously, you could do it. They could do probably if they want to. They could probably do it every 5-6 years. But I'm glad we let it breathe on a whole.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We let it breathe for almost a quarter of a century, man.
Man, it felt so good
without putting anything else. So sometimes it's good when you're boys. You have respect for each other. You let each other do your thing, and then always come back. There's always an avenue back to be like, hey, we can always come back to this. So maybe 25 years from now, they won't do it again. Maybe they'll do like, we combine both albums and put out like a single verse or something. But I mean, that's the thing. When you have that respect for each other, you can let each other breathe on a track, which every track was like that. There was never, it almost seemed like if you heard this, they didn't record in the same room. They just recorded, even though, they wouldn't do that. But it could be on stage like, well, here's my verse, man. Do what you got to do on it, whatever, blah, blah. But obviously, they probably went to hotel rooms. They were hanging out together like, oh, man, you in London this week? I'm in London too. Let's meet up. Oh, man, you in Germany? I'll be in Germany too, man. It's one of those things.
One thing, though, like, is why I've been doing this podcast with you, like these reactions with you, because, like, the same reason why we've been roommates, I trusted you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we don't have to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Like, we could just pick up where we left off, man, and but I feel like with these dudes with this album, like it may have been one of these things that I may be wrong, but I don't want to look too far into it, man. I just want to hear the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Kendrick did that to us real quick.
Yeah.
On the last ones, you know what I'm saying? But like, I know, also like, most Yasiin and Talib.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a collaboration at all like that.
Yeah.
And Outkast was amazing, but this one.
Well, they're not depending on each other to be.
In my opinion, and I'm a Nas fan. I love AZ too.
Yeah.
But Nas and AZ, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Blackstar.
Yeah.
And it's always been something special with them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, like Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, and he has said that before on this album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said, what did he say, GT? What are you going to say?
Man,
I think it was on the second track, but
yeah.
long story short, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, so be it.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm inspired by this album. I really am. Like, I love this shit. Like, every fucking track on this album that we had listened to.
Yeah.
Besides maybe the loved ones. Like I told you, I said no eye contact for 3 minutes.
Yeah, take a little break on that.
After that one. Yeah, you better look the other way. Like, look, I mean,
but it was good though, man. Even that
Don't
track was like, it was something that was, it wasn't a love song sense. It was more like, yo, we're talking about something else. But
I'm not mad at them for doing that. It was good.
Yeah. Same style.
It fits the album.
Mad Lib, I listen to him more because that's his style of beats. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the style. So all in all, man, this is up there, right with, if not the same level as Kendrick, close to it, right there. Like if you go 1A, 1B, like there's not, those are two albums this year that were.
I don't know. I feel like that Magic too was. Nice.
I forgot that came out this year also.
Yeah.
They came out this year or last year?
I don't know.
But yeah, I forgot. They all came out the same. Yeah, this year's been a year for people who putting out music, man, and taking some time on it. So I think J. Cole came out last year. So, but anyway, without further ado, man, thanks for taking the time to watch us react to this. I don't know if we do as much reacting to everybody else. We kind of
at this point, fuck you, hate.
We enjoy the music. We enjoy the music more, and you won't be able to hear the track on our YouTube channel. But like I said, go to luminarypodcast.com. Do what you gotta do. Pay your money, pay your $4, and listen to the album. It's well worth it.
By far, though, let's be real. By far, at this point,
it's well worth it.
And the great thing about Talib and Mos Def making this Blackstar album 24 years later is we're not going to appreciate it until it's 24 years from now.
Yeah.
Stay up.
There you go.
Stay up.
So clap your hands.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys.
Below.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.